Welcome back everyone to our Command Ops 2 Let's Play. Okay, we're on to the last day, day 6. We've got basically, 12 odd, 13 odd hours? 13 and a half hours to take Bastogne and exit out units off map. So it's 5:04 AM. As you can see, the map has changed colour. That is because we now have snow on the ground, or ice, which is going to make things more difficult because obviously the engine models weather and snow and ice makes things a lot more difficult, especially for armoured units. So this could be interesting. So what's happened during the night? Not really a huge amount. 78th is here. Koschenhausen is pretty much in position and really well rested, which is good so that we can do stuff with them. Holtmeyer's pretty well rested. KG Gutmann actually isn't too bad, seeing as they were absolutely wrecked before, but they're not doing too bad. 77th is pretty much exhausted. They see they're huge on 79% fatigue. That's because they kept fighting through the night. Actually did really, really well. Cleared out this whole area. But they're pretty much going to be useless for the rest of the scenario, I believe. The 901st actually had a lot of rest, so they're only running at 27% fatigue, so that's really quite good. We can use them if we need to. KG Kunkel was pretty much didn't change since the end of the last episode. And these two battalions you can probably see down here, the 1st Battalion, 39 Fusiliers, and the Parachute Regiment. You can see here I actually wanted to get them around the back through the trees into this area, and then you push across to the town here, the objective. But as you can see, we've run into some units here, so they could have been potentially trying to flank us, or maybe they've just come up here for, maybe they were there already. But anyway, so they've sort of been stuck here for a couple of hours now, so probably not going to be able to get all the way across here as I wanted, but that's actually not necessarily such a bad thing. At least we sort of got them before they started getting to our flanks. So I'm thinking now's a good time is to start issuing our attack orders, because it's going to take about an hour to get ready, and then that should be about 6, and then actually maybe I should wait till about 5:30. I probably should wait until 5:30, shouldn't I? Because it's going to take about an hour for them to get ready, and then because then actually start getting lighter until about 7. Even that's not full visibility, so I'm just conscious I don't want to waste any time at all. I want to get going as quickly as possible because we don't have a huge amount of time today, so I really want to get moving ASAP. So I've brought all the artillery pieces up here, which has been good. I'm not quite sure why they're all over there now. Anyway, they've decided to move for some reason. Interesting. The Panzer is still resting. I know, waiting. Sometimes orders get cancelled, and because I'm not seeing the routine messages here, I miss it. But I mean, it's hard anyway because you wouldn't. There's so many messages. I don't think you'd really see it anyway. That's fine. So we'll do that. We'll just move these guys back here again. Fastest, quickest. Give you lots of time, and no rest because you don't need it. Rightio, there we go. So we'll get that going. They'll be ready to exit off map. I think probably Koschenhausen will just be exited. I don't think we're going to have really time to bring them down here. We may do. We'll see how we go. I think 78th will probably end up being just exited straight off map as well. I don't think we'll probably have time to get them. So I think what I'm going to do in a couple of minutes, I'll set up a couple of orders. So I think we're going to use the 902nd, 901st, and KG Holtmeyer as our 3 regiments to attack Bastogne, and see if that's enough. If not, we could order a couple of other ones in, sort of early in the morning, but I'm hoping that should be enough. I'm thinking Holtmeyer again is going to be the most likely. We're going to send 902nd Regiment sort of down here through the northeast a little bit more rather than coming straight across, because I think the bulk of the units are still here, sort of on the eastern part of the town there. So yeah, that should be good. And we'll just leave these guys to do their thing. If they get through, well, awesome. But if not, well, it's not the end of the world. We'll just play that by ear. Alright, yeah, I think it's time to issue orders. So, KG Holtmeyer, we are going to delete your old order, and we're going to set up an attack order. So we'll just form up point where you are, so you don't go anywhere weird. And we're going to actually put you a little bit sort of west of the town. So make sure you clip this area, just so you clear out any enemies on the side here. I don't want sort of all our units bunching up all in the one spot either, so try and sort of balance them out a little bit. Actually, even reduce your frontage a bit. Probably that should be enough, shouldn't it? It's a little bit too little. Yeah, that should be enough. We're going to go for the same settings we went for last time. Super attacking. See how that goes. I think I'll leave the formation up to the commander because I'm a little bit unsure because it could be units anywhere. Let's see how that goes. I think I'm going to go for no rest. Just to make sure they start moving right now. Artillery direct support, yes, and no rest. Make sure they move now. Yep, that works. Cool. Okay, so 901st. I'm going to do the same thing, basically set up one here. I think these guys are going to get a little bit more sort of held back. Or these guys are actually not going to get into the attack quite as quickly, so I'm going to set their attack sort of back a little bit further. Like this, and then I'm going to send the 902nd sort of basically right into the center. So you know their artillery direct support, yes, yes, and everything else can just be up to your discretion. So we're going to set up this one here. I'm hoping they don't get caught up too much with some straggler units here, because I think these guys, oops, there we go. I think these guys are going to be quite important. So I'll probably reduce their frontage because we don't need them to cover as much distance. And that should work. So we want to go sort of past and around Bastogne to clear out any units to make sure we do sort of cover the objective, because it's a decent size sort of circle there. And just do the super attacking ones there. And no rest, artillery direct support, yes. I'm tempted to go for V formation, only because they're going to have their flanks secured, one on the left-hand side by the 901st and the right-hand side by Holtmeyer. So if we can get the most amount of firepower right in front, that could work well. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Alright, we'll actually do that. We'll try that. I'm not sure how it's going to go. Anyway, there we go. We'll get the game running again. Rightio. So these guys are still moving actually, which is good. So it looks like they've fought off any units in this area and they're now moving out. So it'll be quite interesting to see how far around we can actually get, see if we can actually get to this town or not. And then we can even exit off map there if we needed to. So it's good to have options in terms of exiting. You don't want to get stuck in one area because you don't know what could happen. Like you could just have some units and then get held up unexpectedly, and then you can't exit off map and all that kind of stuff. So it's good to have options where you can. Who are you with? Why are you there? You should be up here. Move. I need you for exiting. Get hit by some artillery, which is fine. Panzerleer, yeah, get you moving. Yeah, still some units here, but some of these guys are still moving, so that's fine. Not a problem. Goodman's actually interesting, moving on their own, which is actually probably a good thing, so hopefully that means they clear out a few units here before the 902nd comes in, which would be perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. So we should have got all of our supplies overnight, so I'm just going to check how much ammunition we've got. Some of our units have some have pretty much nothing, but we do definitely, most of them have been supplied, which is good. So we do have a fair bit of artillery to play with, which is probably going to be quite important, as usual. So there's a bunch of units here, which probably should move them up actually. I don't think we have time though. Actually, I'm going to try it and see if we can get them up to here a bit closer. Actually, probably up here is better. Fastest, quickest, no rest, and just the same settings for all of them. Because it should be fairly safe up here. I don't think they're going to run into any problems. We've cleared it out, and there's still units in the area, so that should be fine. These guys have huge range, so that's good. Just going to leave these guys here, by the way. You see them still units floating around in the area. I'm not really bothered. There's no point moving them for now. They've done their job. And yeah, so that's all good. So the Panzer Leer division should be moving, but it's not yet. Be too far away. Alrighty, it looks like our regiments are starting to get into gear. So 901st, 902nd, and Holtmeyer are getting ready to rumble. So Cautionhausen. I'm a little bit torn whether to push these guys down here a bit. I don't think they're really going to affect the Bastogne battle though, which is probably what's leaning me to say not to bother and just leave this exit open, because then we can bring our guys up around these roads, and that's gonna make it a lot easier for us to actually exit off map. So I think we won't. What I am going to do, I'm actually going to move. Given that the 78th Grenadier Regiment is infantry, obviously they move quite a bit slower. I was thinking about maybe attacking down here to get rid of some of these units, but I'm thinking maybe not. Thinking maybe actually just pushing them across to here, and they can clear out this area. Then they can exit. If they do come up against some trouble, then we can even still bring them up here and exit if we need to. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm actually going to bring them, say, to come to here. We're going to turn attacks onto yes, aggressiveness onto maximum, and no rest because they don't need it. Artillery direct support. No, I'm going to take that off in case they need it down here, and everything else, probably quickest route is best, and everything else can just be stock standard. Panzer will move, probably end up moving you straight across. We just want to keep this objective while we can, because we obviously need the objective and stuff, so that's going to be that. Alrighty, so the attacks should start coming in around about just a bit after 7, which actually works out really well for me, so we'll see how things go. I think the 902 is going to be a little bit behind. I think Holtmeyer is going to be probably first to go, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So there we go. Still some of these units still moving through, which is good. Haven't really got a whole lot we can shoot at yet with our artillery. Some units here we may hit. I still think most of the units are going to be here, so probably that's where we're going to focus most of our artillery fire. See how we go though. So you should be moving, you are, right, that's fine. Don't want to use too much of that until I actually see targets properly. Some down here. Some of our artillery getting bombarded by artillery, which sucks for them, but that's life. Alright, 78th will start moving out fairly soon. I think we're just going to, like I mentioned, just leave these guys here. This is a fair bit of stuff to exit off the map, so it's pretty much half our anti-personnel, almost half our armor, and not much bombardment, but that's okay, we can get it from other areas. Alrighty, the visibility has changed a bit, so we can now see a bunch of stuff. Got a bunch of units here, I'm not too worried about those. The 78th should probably deal with those as they come through, as long as it doesn't affect Holtmeyer's performance too much. Still a whole stack of units here in front of Bastogne. We can see what... click off, so we can see 1100 men potentially. It's probably more than that. That's what we can see at the moment. A bunch of our units moving through here, which is really quite cool, so that's good. Yeah, I think it's probably time to start getting into the artillery again, to start using up a lot of this artillery to try and make it easier for the 901st so they can actually get as far in as they possibly can. You're attacking there, so we'll use this one. Some of these guys here. Oh, these are all moving. Oops, that's fine. Cool. Oh, there's static ones, so that's fine. Can't use those. You're on call, which is good, so we can use you. Probably again in this area, try and clear out some of these units. A whole bunch of units on the highway come up here as well. A lot more units than what I thought. Must have got reinforcements at some point during the night. So, that's okay. Holtmeyer's starting to move, the others haven't yet. Just keep an eye on that. Start hitting Bastogne as much as we possibly can to make things easier for Holtmeyer where we possibly can. So, start hitting the road down here just in case. So hitting some of these units. They're those ones, and start hitting here, right? So I still think the bulk of it's concentrated down here, so if Holtmeyer can do well up here in the north and break through, I think we're going to be able to sort of surround them, which could be really good for us. So 902nd can't be too far away from getting ready. Yeah, so you can see all their units are getting ready. 901st, how are they going? Yeah, so all their units are starting the attack. So 92nd is the one that's delayed, which is a bit of a pain, but that's okay. I think I'm actually going to basically chuck everyone in. I think there's more units here than what I thought. So I'm going to send these guys in because it's quite a strong force into the centre of Bastogne here. And that's going to obviously take them some time, but that'll be good. Like a second wave that we can use. I think KG Kunkel's probably fought out, to be honest. I mean, they're not, but they're probably they're fighting anyway because they're in such close proximity. So I'm not too worried about that. Gutman, we could probably actually start singing as well. Just really go all out because they're rested and all that kind of stuff. So they'll obviously be like probably will be a second wave. We'll push them past Bastogne, see if we can get past there, see if that helps. Alrighty, so we've actually basically committed all of our forces. So if we can't take Bastogne with this, then we're not going to do it. So that's just the way it is. Alrighty, 78th starting to move out. Get back onto the artillery. It's a huge amount of units, isn't there? I suppose this is why the Germans never took Bastogne in real life. All the artillery. Yeah, still thinking Holtmeyer's going to be the one. I think they're going to be the one that is probably key to all of this. So 902, so 902 starting to move in, which is good. So they're commencing their attack. We can see all their attack points in. 901st is moving forward slowly. A couple other reinforcements here. These guys are still moving, are they? No, they're not. Why have you stopped? Oh, no, they are moving. They just halted for a moment. I suppose they got guys in their tail. Cool. So looking at destroy the enemy objective, 13.8 out of 25. So we have done a lot of damage. Yeah, huge amount of units here. So we're going to start hitting these guys again and again. Once these missions end, we'll just redo them over and over and over until we have no artillery ammo left. Come on guys, let's go. So out of that one, ammo for that one there. And just going to pause the game while we get all this set up. Yeah, you notice I'm really focusing on Bastogne with all the artillery. So a bunch of units surrendering, which is good. So 902nd's actually still just reorganising slowly. Getting its cohesion back, can't be too far away. Quicker you start, the quicker we are going to do better. Come on 902nd, we need you. Holtmeyer can't do it all the time, it's going to stall out soon. Which is not good because I still think they're very important. Alrighty, keep putting artillery. Oh, look at all the units in Bastogne, that's bananas crazy. Alrighty. May not look like the most exciting thing to be placing these orders over and over again, but it's so important to to get your artillery in the right spots. And it is worth it. It may look uber boring, but yeah, it is very, very worth it when you see you know, spots that you're focusing on, you know, breaking or folding, or you know, it's making it easier for your troops to get through and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely worth it. Alrighty, I'm on 902nd. Move it, move it. Can't be far away. Must be doing an insane amount of damage to them from artillery in Bastogne, right in Bastogne here. Alrighty, more missions. Alrighty. What am I going to do? I'm actually going to take attacks off for the 78th Grenadier because they're taking way too long. Because these units are here, and I really want to get them moving. I don't want to get them. Don't want to get stuck with the exit objective. So I really want to get these guys moving. I should put them onto fastest as well. It doesn't matter if they fatigue out. They don't really need to do a whole lot today. The Panzer as well. I'm a little bit reluctant. I want to start almost moving them soon as well. I think we're okay though. Oh, cripus. Is the 902nd yet? No, not quite. Alright, so these guys are moving forward, which is good, so some extra support here. I'm on 902nd, what on earth are you doing? You must have your cohesion ready. Just go. Move. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, see, Holmeyer's stalled a bit. It's just coming up against sheer weight of numbers, I think. Alrighty, more artillery. I think we're going to break through. I'm fairly confident that eventually we're just going to break through. As long as we don't run out of artillery ammunition before that happens, I just think eventually it's just going to be too much firepower for them. They're just going to have to start breaking out of range. Right, that's fine. And this one. Yeah, that's done. Cool. Especially once the 902nd comes in and KG Von F Force comes in as well. 901st isn't making a huge amount of progress, but I didn't really ever expect them to. So they've bunched up a huge amount of forces down here as well, which I'm fairly happy about. I don't mind them staying there. You know, they can stay there if they really want to. Paratroopers have sort of stalled here because there's units here, which I'm not too bothered by. Could actually start moving these guys forward to here. Actually, I may even do that. I may actually just start put a move order here, so we can actually capture this village, which will be another couple of points in our normal aggression in our our total score. Still sitting at a marginal victory, but obviously we haven't got the exit or Bastogne objectives yet. We'll get the 78th moving quickly, and then we'll probably send out the Panzer Division as well at some stage. Probably thinking around 12 is going to be the latest. Give us 6 hours to basically get everything done. So I think there's a bunch of orders delay and stuff in there as well. I'm not quite sure whether we're going to make it here. So even Gutmeyer's moving out. What are you doing, 902nd? Get in there. Right, finally they're moving. Took for absolute ever. Actually, it probably worked out well because, well, no, I shouldn't say that. It would have been better if they'd gone in earlier because then Holtmeyer wouldn't have stalled out like this. But yeah, KG Gutman is coming in as well as the 902nd. 901st is coming in a bit as well. Alright, cool. More artillery. All the artillery in the entire world. Yep. Okay. See artillery causing them to retreat, to move. If we start getting that, if we start getting these units to start moving back again, and we can get our units moving in at the same time, they're not going to have time to recover, and they're just going to be like a cascading effect. It's going to keep moving back as we move forward, which is exactly what we want. So we're starting to get a whole lot of movement here. So we keep on the artillery now, because now we start seeing a bunch of this movement here. We're going to keep on the artillery to make sure this keeps going. So their missions are finished now. So we can put in some more. Here, you're done there, so put a mission down there to here. I'm actually going to start targeting the ones or the areas where there's already retreating units to make sure they keep going. And I suppose it's a little bit unrealistic to have this level of exact control about where artillery goes. I suppose not really though. I suppose just from a an overall perspective, commanding perspective, because it wouldn't be like this difficult, for the battlefield commanders, I guess. But I'm just saying for like an overall guy to command so much artillery on certain spots. Anyway, I suppose it's not really. Alright, so these guys are all done here, which is cool. These guys should start moving out there. These guys are still stalled. KG Kunkel is still basically just cruising here, taking an absolute pounding. No wonder, look at all the units they're up against. It's crazy. And the 77th is pretty much just, I'm not going to move them, they're exhausted, so I can just leave them there. 901st is moving in. This is KG Gutman moving in as well. 902nd starting to move in too. Holtmeyer's stalled out a bit, but I think that's okay for the moment. They should be able to get back on board soon. What are those messages? I just want to double check. Oh, messages. I just completed missions, right? That's cool. Just want to make sure they weren't like in trouble or anything. So some submissions here. Give some support to poor little KG Kunkel, make sure they don't get overrun. They're so bunched up here. Must be taking an absolute pounding. Taking so many casualties from artillery. It's going to be really fascinating once the mission finishes to actually see how many casualties were taken by artillery compared to, you know, infantry and armor and stuff like that. Rightio, excuse me. 78th is moving out, which is good. So they're moving out. Even if there's units here, I'd rather them sort of get out and get moving. I'm not going to move the Panzerlehr division units yet, just we don't really need to. Disintegrated, which one was that? Part of KG Kunkel. Poor guys, they're absolutely pounding. Anyway, you'll be fine, you can hold on. Wow, look at all the units, that is crazy. Absolutely crazy. $18 units we can count in there. Alrighty, bombard mission's finished. Keep going with them. I'm not sure how long we're going to do it because we're getting some units in really close now. Starting to get low on some ammo too. Interesting. Cool. Alrighty, there's all those set up. A couple more disintegrated. Deary me, losing units left, right, and centre. It's to be expected though. I mean, it is a pretty massive attack. It's going to be a very bloody battle scenario, I think, all up. So the 902nd's actually not into the battle really yet. They still see their units are still behind here. So that's actually probably a decent, good thing for us. Some of Holtmeyer's units actually coming back into the attack. These three are from Holtmeyer. These ones looks like they're resting. These ones are retreating. He must be taking an absolute pounding, dearie me. I'm not sure we're going to break through actually now that we're up to 10-19 already. Running out of artillery ammo too, which is going to be a problem. If we don't have that, I don't think we've got any hope of making it through. I don't think anything else is going to be able to block out or break up this, you know, this larger formation of troops. We're getting lots of retreats. It's just unfortunately we can't get like enough at the same time, just because there's so many damn units there in the one spot. Well, it looks like it's slowly thinning out. If we can keep going just a little bit longer, especially once the 902nd comes in. If we can keep going once, you know, keep going until they get into the fight with their units and things like that. That should be like an extra momentum push there. Alrighty, there we go. So this battalion's moving out, see if we can take the village. Good if we can, not massive necessary if we don't. KG Kunkel, poor guys. They're still holding though, they're not breaking or anything, so that's okay. 77th, 901st is slowly getting forward. You see they're slowly getting in. Holtmeyer's really sort of paused or halted at the moment. Gutman's getting in there, so this is 92nd. So all the units from KG Von F, they're slowly getting there too. I think we might slowly be getting there, guys. Looks like there's less units in there. I think we're making progress. Slowly. 78th is also very slow. That's okay. These destroy the enemy points and jumping up really quick. Definitely less units. Definitely less units in Bastogne. I don't think it would be just because we can't see them. I think because nothing's really changed. We've still got units all around them, so I think it's just got to be that they're finally starting to break. So, which is good because you can see we're getting very low on ammo. So we're just going to do a longer mission there, and same with this one. You're out of ammo. You're almost out. You're pretty much out. Start hitting some of these units a bit south as well, so we can keep our momentum going. See if we can do some damage to them. We don't want to sacrifice the movement in the center though, because that's probably going to be the most important bit still. Yep, you're still ammo, don't you? Oh, no, you're out of range. Cool, cool, cool. I think we'll do another mission down here just to give these guys a bit of support. You see these guys, you know, recovering cohesion and stuff after their retreats and all that kind of stuff. So I think we're making progress, guys. I think there's less units in the town. We're starting to get some units closer in as well. Especially see once these all units start getting to the battle, 902nd units, like these guys up here as well. I think we're slowly making progress, which is good, since it's 10:47. Still got a fair way to go. We need to clear out this whole basically area, which is going to take quite a bit of time. These units are taking lots of casualties. Look at this, dear me. This unit's down to 43%. Phew. Definitely making progress. You can see this, they're still coming in, and there's definitely not as many units in the town. Alrighty, I think this is out of ammo, but we'll give you a crack, see if you do have any more ammo. You're still going, you're still going. You're out, you're almost out. You're out. Getting low on artillery. Don't think we're going to be able to get any more either. Sometimes they request an emergency resupply, which will give them a little bit more extra at times, but don't think we're going to be able to do that given that we're low on supplies anyway. We'll see how we go. Oh, we got an objective. Ah, cool. We did take this down, so there's obviously no units in this area, so that's okay. It's quite good. There's no little objective. I'm actually going to move these guys over just the town as well. Just for a bit of fun. Move them over there quickest. Just normal aggro and that, yeah. So that's going to detach them from the regiment, but that's not a problem. These guys are sort of held up too much a little bit in the forest with this battalion there. So that's okay. Low on ammo. There is still a lot of units in the town, isn't there? Just probably couldn't see some of them. Interesting. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it, guys. Don't know. Are they bunkered down? Oh, what? These guys? What? Lack of time. I don't understand why that happens. I'm not really quite sure why that happens. So you go to end there. Seems to do some really weird things at times, but that's okay. There we go. It's unfortunate Holtmeyer stalled out so much. Because it would be really good to get some pressure on here as well, just really sort of surround them. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. No, there's still a huge amount of units in the town, isn't there? About 19 units I can count there. Dear me, I don't think we're going to be able to do it. It's just running out of ammo. I think artillery is really the only thing that's keeping us going at the moment. Because it's just doing so much damage. Alrighty, I think it's time to start moving some of our units to the exit points to make sure we don't miss any of that. So we're going to move the Panzerlehr. Actually, it's probably just going to exit them straight off, actually, to be honest. We just go for the exit. So you just click on the exit, because first time I've done this, just click on the exit button here and just click over the spot here. I'm just going to go fastest, quickest, minimum aggro, bypass attacks. We don't want them to get caught up, and no rest, and we'll just leave it at that, and they should go and exit off the map by themselves. And you get little messages once they exit and stuff, and then we'll check the progress and stuff as we go. I think we probably may as well exit these guys off as well. We're not going to use them for anything really, although we may leave them just an hour or two longer, just because there's a few units sort of here and there. Don't want to get stuck anywhere. So we're going to need the 78th as well. I'm not sure they're going to get there in time, to be honest. I'm a little bit worried actually that they're not going to get there in time, which means we may struggle to meet that exit objective, which could be a problem, which means we may need to start exiting some of these guys. Or exit most of these guys, just to make sure we cover all the criteria, or cover all the, you know, the numbers that we need to. I'll see in a minute. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to take Bastogne, guys. I think there's just too many units here, and we're just going to run out of artillery. I think if we had unlimited artillery ammo, we might maybe be able to do it, but we don't. And we are really starting to run out. Still moving forward though, even if it is slowly. You actually look at this, on average we lost around about, what, 15% of our force over all of it, which I guess is not a massive amount. It's a fair bit though, it's a lot of men. Looking at the numbers that we had. Yeah, so these guys are coming up against some units here, so I'm really not sure that the 78th is actually going to be able to exit off map. Maybe we should actually try and divert them up here. That's a lot of units there, wow. Alrighty, we have to do that. We have to try and exit them off map. We delete all that. I'm not sure they're going to have time to do it, but I think we're just going to have to do this. I'm going to say exit off the here, avoid fast, min aggro, bypass attacks, no rest, get that going ASAP. Just exit as much as we possibly can. Alright, so there's a unit here that we couldn't reach, that one there, so we can get this one to exit off map as well. I'm just going to try and hold off the artillery as long as I can. And actually I'm going to look at ones that don't have ammunition. We can exit those. So that's not here. Where's one's up here? So you don't have any ammunition either, so you can exit off map. There we go. What else? You've got a little bit left. You've got a little bit. You've got some. And you're exiting already. Alright, cool, that works. Yep, so they're all exiting, which is good, which works. We send these guys to exit as well. I don't think we probably need them to do that, but just a little bit worried that we're not going to get enough numbers. And if we don't, that's going to be a worry. Don't think we're going to be far away from taking it, but I don't think it's going to be quite enough. So I'm going to send a big mission here, just because they're all massively bunched up. We've got a decent amount of ammo here, same with here. Just do a big mission, dump all your ammo, do as much damage as you can. No, there's going to be too many units. There's going to be too many units here that we can't get rid of. We can't displace them all. Pity we couldn't use those, the static ones. That would have been useful. Anyway, that's why they're static, I guess, aren't they? You're moving, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Cool. A lot of units here. I'm not quite sure where they come from. Obviously they're reinforcements, but yeah. Yep, so that's a better way. So come up around there. I'm not sure, like I mentioned, I'm not sure they're going to have time to do it, because we've only got around 5.5 hours now. I'm not sure that's going to be long enough for them to actually exit off map, but we'll see how we go. Panzerleer should start moving. Some of these artillery ones should start moving out as well soon, which will be good. Get those ASAP. Oh, these units taking a punishing 74%. Poor units. Glad it's just counters on a screen. Numbers, ones and zeros. It's fun to play, but absolutely horrific to be in real life. Yes, these guys exit, which would be good. May even need to get these guys to exit. Probably not. Probably just leave them to cover the objective, because that's a couple of points we'll need there. This is all fine here. Units surrendering here and there. Oh, we're not far away, so we're clearing it out, slowly pushing them back. If only we had more artillery, I think it would be okay. But that's life, we don't. So it'll be interesting to see by the end of the day how close we actually get to it. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I don't think we can. I just don't think we can really displace all these units outside the range, like outside the objective thing enough. Yeah. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how far we get. Alrighty, some of these units starting to move, which is good. 78th. Yeah, they're starting to come back around this way, which is awesome. So that's good to see. Some of these artillery units starting to come off map as well. Keep an eye on those. We'll exit Koschenhausen at some point as well. Make sure we give ourselves a few hours leeway, just in case, you never know what can go wrong. Alrighty. We're doing well though, we are pushing them, aren't we? I think it's going to be close, but I don't think we're going to get there. I don't think it'll be quite enough, but it won't be far away. Some of these units, so actually it's interesting, Haltmeyer's starting to move forward again actually, which is interesting, so they could actually get a little bit more pressure on their, on the western side of town here. You see how they bring all their support units forward, so they're going to consolidate their position here, which is interesting. Pushing though, pushing forward. Ah, so close. So close. Cool, so these guys are moving, which is awesome. 78th is moving, which is good. So it's 2 o'clock. I think probably around 3 we'll give the order for Koschenhausen. That gives them an hour to get the order, and then 2.5 hours to actually exit, only a few meters, so they should be able to do that easily. So we'll see what happens. Moving back, aren't they? It's moving. Trying to hold. Lack of time. Don't give me that bullshit. Move. Get in there. need you to move. Keep going. So we're getting some messages there, some units exiting the map. It's the static one. Bunch of units here. So we're up to 20.4 in the destroy the enemy points. That is jumped up. That's jumped up. What was it 8 this morning? Or was it 11 at this start of this day? I can't remember. Something crazy anyway. It might have been 11, so it's probably jumped up around 10 points during the day, which is quite a bit. So you can see as these units exit the map, these amounts come up. So you can actually see we've got 90 out of 2200 anti-personnel, 181 out of 1200 armor, and all that kind of stuff is going to start, you know, keep increasing as these units exit off the map. So, and you're getting more points. So it's not like a you know, it's not like you have to meet the entire amount to get any points. You get like a percentage of it. You get amount of the points. So if we don't get all of it, it's not the end of the world. But you know, obviously, the more points we get, the better. Not far away from a decisive victory. Not actually. We're not too far away. I think once we get to these points, we won't be too far away. Anyway, I'm not sure if we'll get there or not, but we won't be too far away. Oh, but we're almost over the objective. We might even run out of time. Time might be the thing that kills us, fortunately. Hardly any ammo left. If you only have a few batteries here and there. Is that sort of static one, is it? Oh, this one is. That's right, because you exited one off the map, didn't we? There we go. Cool, so these units are moving off slowly. So 1439, so we'll give the order for Koschenhausen soon. See how that goes. A bunch of units retreating, routing this way. Yeah, interesting. Alright. Can't be too far away, guys. Keep pushing forward. I'm not sure we're going to have enough time. I'm actually going to give Holtmeyer an attack order to come forward. Get a last little push maybe. Whole bunch of our units exiting off map, which is good, so keep an eye on this. So 5.9 points out of 25, so we're getting there slowly. Koschenhausen is going to be one of the big ones. It's going to be one of the big formations that we exit off. That's going to give us a lot of our points. Still pushing forward, guys. We are still pushing forward. Very, very impressive. If we do take it, it's going to be an absolutely crazy effort. Because we probably shouldn't really have taken it. The amount of units we're coming up against is unbelievable. So they're breaking though. It looks like they're breaking in quicker numbers, or you know, more quickly. Whether it lasts or not is another thing. We've achieved the Bastogne. Look at that. We have achieved the Bastogne objective. Wowzers. Must mean we have a 10 to 1 combat ratio, combat power superiority in the objective range. That is unbelievable. I didn't think we'd do it, guys. Didn't think we'd be able to do it. Alright, now we've just got to hold it until the end of the game, which is only 3 hours away. Alrighty, so it's 3:20, so it's time to get these guys exited. Make sure we don't come up against any problems. Exit, fastest, quickest, bypass, minimum, and that should be it. There we go. So Panzer should be exiting off soon, which would be good. 78th, I don't think they're going to get there, but no, they may do. Still got 3 hours, don't they? It's a fair bit of time. Might get some of them, probably not all of them, but some of them will. I didn't think that happened. So I thought we'd actually have to get rid of the all the units out of the objective range, but obviously we've got such a superiority in combat power that yeah, we have the objective already. Taking a lot of casualties though from then. We're interested to see actually what numbers we actually end up with at the end of the game. Use up all my artillery ammo. Do as much damage as we possibly can. Artillery's won this for us, I think. I really think it's been the artillery. Because without it, I think it just gave us that, just did so much damage in Bastogne to all those units. I mean, you think about it, if this happened in real life, Bastogne would be an absolute rubble. It would be pieces, there would be nothing of it left. So, yeah, I just think the artillery gave us the, just enabled us to like get these units moving, like, you know, get them out of their entrenched positions or dug in positions, that we could slowly keep pushing forward, and eventually weight of numbers just told that, you know, we just ended up pushing forward and we took the town. Oh, we lost it now, so yeah, so you have to make sure we keep pushing, because like I said, like you just saw there, we haven't got it yet. We have to make sure we push these guys out of the objective. It would be disappointing to actually not get it back again now that we've had it once. I think we should be okay. Yeah, we go. We achieved it again. If we just keep pushing, we'll be fine. We lost it again, achieved it again, lost it again. Alrighty, come on guys, keep going. We're gonna keep pushing them out. Can't not have the objective now that we've had it once. Too devastating if that happened. Oh cool, so lots of our units are now starting to exit the map, which is good to see, so that is pleasing. I'm just gonna make sure if we're gonna have enough bombard value to exit. So we're at 49 of 6. Oh, so we should be enough. 362 out of 1200. So the armor is probably what we're going to lack a bit. I think anti-personnel should be okay. I think armor is probably what we're going to struggle with. So we may not get the full 25 points, which will be a bummer, but how much, out of all these units, how much have we got left? We've got 563 armor. Oh no, 779 out of all of it. Everything left, 779 value. So that would be just about enough, almost. Depends whether we get it all out or not. Anyway, we'll see. Not sure what the time is on this episode, guys. I'm going to double check. 1 hour and 4. Right, we're just going to keep playing through until this scenario ends, obviously. I'm going to make new episodes just for a few minutes. So it's probably going to be a little bit longer, but we'll get there. Haven't got the objective back yet. Oh, come on, guys. Holtmeyer's coming back through again, so they're going to be attacking back through. So I think we'll be fine. Just we are leaving it fairly thin. It's almost 5 o'clock. We haven't got it back again, so be careful. We don't want to lose it. We don't not have it. That would be upsetting. In the extreme, we've achieved the objective again. Okay, so that's good. Come on, guys, keep going. Done so well. You can't stop now. I suppose it's because we have more combat units in the thing now that Holtmeyer's coming back in as well. You see what I mean? Like there's more combat units in the radius, so we've got the superiority that we needed again. So that's probably another reason why we've got the objective back. A little bit worried about nighttime though. Once nighttime falls, if they pull more units or something. Anyway, only do what we can do. We can't really do any more than what we've done now because we're pretty much fought out. Look at our fatigue is up at really 68%. Must be low on supplies and stuff as well, so anyway, keep going. So how's this going? This is going okay. It's a little bit slow low. Come on guys, move it. We need to get you off the map quicker. It's 17:15. You've only got an hour to go almost. So you need to get off. Yes, it's all like blocked up a bit, so yeah, so that hasn't worked out that well. I probably should have given myself more time. I probably should have realised this. That all these roads, and see now they're bringing these down, that would be a pain if they start attacking. Yeah, that these units would sort of, because it does block up the road. They do sort of, you've got too many units, it does actually clog up the road. So anyway, we'll see what we can do. Cool. So Holtmeyer's pushing back through, so that's good. So we're pushing out a lot, kicking a lot of more units out, so that's good. Good. Rightio, might as well keep using all of our artillery ammunition while we're here. There's no point having anything left. Alrighty, I think that's probably going to be all the bombard missions we do for the scenario, since we're not too far away from the scenario ending. Alright, we should be okay with the objective now. We've got a lot more units in here and we're still forcing these units to retreat, which is good. So we've got this objective here. We've got Neuville, which is good as well, so we're going to get some points from that. And that's pretty much all the objectives that we could get from now, so still getting some units exiting off map slowly. Not as quickly as I would have liked though, but anyway. That's a lesson learnt for next time, guys, that we just probably have to give ourselves a little bit more time to actually exit off map. I actually thought I was giving myself heaps of time, to be honest, but that's life. So how are we actually going? Given it's almost 6, we're not going to get a lot more, so not too bad. 20.6 points out of 25. It's actually really not too bad. We actually won't get too far away from that, so interesting. Right, still pushing these units back. Just good. Alright, 6 PM. The last little pause for this scenario. Very interested to see what the stats are at the end of it. I suspect the casualties ratio is going to be massively in our favour, like enormously, but it will be interesting. We may have taken more casualties than what I thought overall. I've taken a fair few, really. If you look at all these, like I mentioned, we're losing around 20-25% of our force. Holtmeyer's lost probably around 30%. KG Kunkul's probably lost around 30%. So. Still getting some units here and there exiting, so I should get maybe a couple more off map before the scenario ends. See how we go. Might as well put down a last couple of bombard missions while we're here. I must admit, our forces have done amazingly well, I think. To actually take Bastogne, I didn't think, at one point though, I didn't think there was hope in hell that we would actually take Bastogne. I thought there'd just be too many numbers. And our artillery probably lasted just long enough. Thought we were going to run out too early, but we didn't. Ended up being, lasting just long enough. So, yeah, I think we have done really quite well, considering. Alrighty guys, couple minutes away from finishing. I only got a marginal. Oh no! Can't have been too far away. 100 points. 100 victory points. How far away were we? I thought we'd get a... Oh, look at the casualties. Oh, that's crazy. I thought we'd get a decisive victory. Damn. So what did we miss out on? I'm going to look at that in a minute. I'm really intrigued now about what we actually missed out on in terms of points. Can't have been far away. Can't have been far away from decisive. Anyway. So, look at this. In terms of casualties, guys, we took 2,759 casualties in terms of men. The Allies took 12,948. In other words, 2.7 to 13,000. That is a massive difference. Yeah, look at this. Actually, most of it was from anti-personnel fire, 5,200 casualties, 2,800 from bombardment. So artillery did do a massive amount of damage there, which is interesting. Whole stack of units destroyed. We took most of our damage from anti-personnel, which is interesting as well. So we lost 240 tanks, which is a lot really, considering. There's a lot of tanks, but they lost 539, so that is a lot as well. And they lost 88 guns, they lost 220. Yeah, alright, so review the final situation. So, yeah, as we can see, pretty much knew what was about. They didn't have a lot left. Full regiment up here, though, or battalion, really. There's a full battalion up there. There's not much there. Yeah, so they really didn't have anything left, which is not surprising, on the map, which was... yeah, so only 1,000 men there. And what was actually left in here, just out of interest? Yeah, so 17 units, but only 945 men, so lots of really small units. Basically down into... Yeah, so they're all little paratroop units, aren't they? Paratroop companies. So that was obviously what all the reinforcements were. Fascinating. Alright, objectives. What did we miss out on, guys? I'm a little bit intrigued here. We didn't miss out on a lot, I can tell you that. We can't have been far away. So probably the big one was not taking these bridge objectives quick enough. We only got 50% of the points there, so that should have been another 8 points that we picked up there. We got pretty much all of the destroy the enemy. I don't think you can really get much more than that. We got most of Hossingen and these other ones. I don't think we can really do much better there. So yeah, probably missed another 5 points here by me being a bit slack and not exiting our units quick enough. So there's another 5. That's probably 8, 13 points. Noville was pretty good, I think, considering. This one was a bit of a... This one's a hard one, though, because it's 7.5 points from day 3. Like, there's no way in hell that you're going to get anywhere near this objective in day 3. Like, unless you do a big mad charge across the back of the map here. But then I would have thought you'd probably get wiped out because I'd send units, down from Bastogne or something. Yeah, interesting. So we weren't far away, guys, from a decisive victory. So I mean, we got a victory, and I think it was really quite impressive, really. Even if I do say so myself. Yeah. So there we go, guys. That's your first full scenario of Command Ops 2. So I'm going to end the series here, the episode and this series. I will definitely be back with more. I shouldn't say it's more necessarily this series, but I'll definitely be back with more scenarios of Command Ops 2. I think it's a really fascinating and unique game, so I highly encourage you to check it out. Like I've mentioned before, there will be links in the description to the site and where you can download a few different things, which will be really good. So anyway, hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Hope you enjoyed the series as a whole. Let me know your feedback, thoughts, all that kind of stuff would be brilliant. And yeah, I'll see you all for the next series, guys. See you all soon.